So the detail I'm going to work on now is this detail right here, this little studio detail that's on the side of the headband here. And it goes through, you can see it continues all the way into the inside of the band too. And this is actually where your headband will expand, and I'll add that detail too. So I would look to a side view here. I'm just going to take a quick measurement. I know it's going to be completely accurate, but it'll get me in the ballpark here. Dimension aligned. I'm just going to go from my center here to this edge here. 64. I'll go from, again, just kind of ballparking here. Oops. Dimension linear. I'm going to go from this here to here. About 10.68. So I'm going to draw a curve 64.36 from this corresponding curve here, right here. 64.36. I'm going to draw something like this, so you can see where that is, like that. And then I'm going to draw another curve, 10.68, which represents this thickness here. 10.68. I'm going to draw another curve down from that point, like that. So that's that top piece here. There's one more detail in this too. The bottom piece actually has a split that goes all the way back to here. It's about symmetrical. So I'm going to take this piece, mirror it to there. And that'll work for now. I'm going to take this guy and this guy. I'll show you in a 3/4 view what I've grabbed here, these two. And I'm going to split those. Actually, these are both solids, I believe. Let me see. When I select it, it says one poly surface added to selection. Do solid cat planar holes. I'll do the same here. So I'm going to grab, explode this. I'm going to take this curve and this curve, and I'm going to do a surface extrude curve straight. I'm going to say both ways in my options, so I'll extrude it just like that. I'm going to grab this piece and this piece, and I'm going to do a Boolean split. Since these are both solids, I'm going to do Boolean split, which is this icon right here. And I'm going to split it with this and this, hit enter. So now I've got 3 different solids, and should be the same down here. So I'll go ahead and delete those for now so you can see what I just did. Basically just split it down the middle like so. Now in the part itself, this is actually one piece. So I'm going to go ahead, and this is really, right now it's 2 different pieces, but I'm going to make it one piece. So like that. There we go. I'm going to do a solid extract surface. I'm going to extract that piece, and there's one more inner piece in there. I'll start with that. I'm going to delete that piece. I'm going to extract that one too. So basically, now when I open this up, you can see I've just basically created 2 poly surfaces that I can join together now. I could take this piece and join them. Boom, like that. I just deleted those inner walls so they'll join up nicely to each other. And then I don't like having all these splits in the surface, because later on, even though they're joined together, if I try to add fillets, sometimes tolerances can be off, or for some reason it won't fillet things correctly if you have splits in them like this. So I'll come back and I'll come in and extract surface. I'm going to extract these two surfaces here and here, here and here, enter, delete those. I'm going to come back and do solid cap planar holes and put brand new surfaces here that are unsplit. And I'll do the same for the front and back because this is really kind of split down the center here. So I'll do a solid extract surface, extract these two, hit enter. I'll delete those out, come back to this main surface and do solid cap planar holes. Just make this all one nice solid again, like that. So that will go in right there. Now I did notice on this piece that it does have one additional parting line. So I'm going to add that right now. I'm going to kind of repeat what we just did. So I'm going to have this curve here. I'm going to do a surface extrude curve straight both ways like that. I'm going to select this solid. I'm going to hide everything else so you can see what I'm doing. So I've got this solid, and I'm going to do a Boolean split. Select solid to split, select this, enter, select cutting surface, this, enter, and now I've got this is a solid and this is a solid. I can just delete this. So I got this separate piece, this is a separate piece now. I'll go ahead and unhide. So I've got this new piece here, and then the originals. Again, this is a symmetrical part, so I can always just mirror this work over to the other side when I want. I'll hold off on that right now. Now, when I take the headphones, I'm just going to do something temporarily here. First, I'm going to take all my, I can get rid of this dimension. I'm going to delete that, hide those for now. I grab this piece and this piece and this piece. Yeah. I grab all this. The headphones will be able to adjust sometime when I go like this. Like when they're physically on your head, they'll open up. And what I want to draw here is that band that will be in the center. So I can open them up later on, even using the flow command. I could do an open and closed version of this. So inside this, I'm going to draw a little profile here. And do a curve offset curve. I'm just going to take this as what I want to offset, and I'm going to say through point, and I'm going to offset it to let me hide all this junk so you can see what I'm doing. Take this and hide inverse, so we just have that piece. Do a curve offset curve. Select this to offset. I'm going to select through point as my option so I can tell it how far I want it to come down. Now in the headphones themselves I can see them physically, but this band starts just below that. So I'm going to put it somewhere in here. Maybe here. Let's see this once. It's probably going to be too much. Now we'll go to this point, that's fine. So I've got this curve here, and I'm going to do a curve offset again. And I wanted to make sure that this band would have the same shape as the overall headphone piece. And it is about 2 millimeters thick, so I'm going to go ahead and type in 2, enter. This represents that band in the middle, but I think that may be too thick. Let's see. Maybe okay. It's actually 1.38. So I'm going to take this, do a curve offset. Curve offset. Offset curve 1.38. Something more like that. I'm going to go to top view. And this band is, in my calipers here with the actual headphones, 21 millimeters wide. So about 11 each direction. So I'm just going to draw a line here, 11 millimeters this way and then out this way. I'll do the same. I'm going to mirror this over to the other side. So now I can take these two, or at least this one. I can split it. I'll use points, but I'm going to use intersection. I'm just going to snap. Come on, really? Never mind. Take this, split it, this and this. Split. Okay, we do this. Here's that arc. I'm going to take these two curves I just made. I'm going to trim those back like that. Delete that, delete that. I'm going to delete this real quick. I'm going to do a curve offset. Offset curve like that. I'm going to join the edges with the line. Boom, boom, boom. Something like that. Join that. So now, essentially, I could bury this in this surface here, do a solid, extrude planar curve straight. This is going to be that headband piece in the middle here, like so. So if I unhide, it looks like that. A little something, something. There's some other details on that band. It actually has a pretty funky profile. We'll start with that. Go ahead and keep that there. So this will come in handy later because, let me show you how this is going to work. Take this headband and this piece here, and just going to trim all this away, get rid of that, ungroup that. So I did that because I didn't draw this piece over on the other side, so I just got rid of everything, and I'll just re-mirror this over to get what I'm looking for. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this line and this line. Actually, I'll select all lines. And I'm going to unselect this one and unselect that one. Hide all those. So now I'm just left with these surfaces and this main control line here. And take all this, mirror that over the other side like that. Grab these center pieces, join those together. So what's cool about this, so my record history option is on down here in my lower right hand corner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flow this again. Everything except the headphones or the earpieces. I hit flow, enter, select my base, select my target. And because I did this while I have record history on, let me go ahead and flow the, did I fix that? Yeah, so that's fixed over there. Is it fixed over here? Yeah, good. I'm going to go ahead and flow these once. Same thing, except I want them rigid. Yes, flow here, so those are there. And now I can select this and this and this and that, and I can move these to reveal wait for it. I'm going to take all this, I'm going to move it in one sweep here. What I don't see is that new piece I made in the middle, but there it is. So I'll move it one notch. It's thinking, so I can't zoom out right now. Here we go. And because I had mirrored this over, it moved that side out simultaneously. And it also updated my flow over here. So now I can show them in more of an open position and still have that nice connecting piece between the headband itself and the earpieces. Again, just still working in the flat. Move this out, boom, and you get that. It's close to 11 o'clock. I'll go ahead and finish this up. I'm not going to add any fillets today. I'll do that the next class and walk through some proper filleting techniques. But that is it for now.